Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn the concept of osmosis with reference to foods. Osmosis finds its application in food processing and food preservation. In recent times, osmotic dehydration has attracted a lot of research attention. A variety of fruits such as mango, pineapple, papaya, banana, etc. have been successfully dehydrated using osmotic dehydration. For those who are not familiar with these products, osmotically dehydrated products are tasty, they are flavorful and attractive. In fact, they have the potential to become a natural, nutritious and healthy snack. In addition, production of osmotically dehydrated products can be taken up as an income generating activity. In this video, we have also discussed how osmosis is used in food preparation.
Let's first understand the meaning of osmosis. Osmosis is the spontaneous net movement of solvent molecules from a region of lower solute concentration into a region of higher solute concentration through a selectively permeable membrane. It means solvent moves from a higher solvent concentration to a lower solvent concentration. The solvent moves in the direction that tends to equalize the solute concentration on both sides. Osmosis is a vital process in biological systems. The biological membranes, that is cell wall in plant cell and cell membrane in animal cell, are semi-permeable. In general, these membranes are impermeable to large and polar molecules like ions, proteins, polysaccharides, and they are permeable to non-polar or hydrophobic molecules like lipids, and also to small molecules like oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, etc. In biological systems, the solvent is usually water. Now let's understand what is osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure is defined as the external pressure required to be applied so that there is no net movement of solvent across the membrane. It's a pressure required to prevent or stop osmosis. Osmotic pressure is a colligative property, meaning that the osmotic pressure depends on the molar concentration of the solute and not on the content of the solute. Now let's learn what happens when we place an animal or a plant cell in a medium with different solute concentrations. If a medium is hypertonic, which means it has a greater concentration of solutes on outside of a cell when compared with inside of a cell, the cell will lose water by osmosis. If the medium is isotonic, which means it has same concentration of solute when compared to the inside of a cell, there will be no net movement of water across the cell membrane. If the medium is hypotonic, which means it has a lower concentration of solutes on the outside of a cell when compared with inside of a cell, the cell will gain water through osmosis. So essentially, if a cell is put in a solution which has a solute concentration higher than its own, it will shrivel. If it is put in a solution with a lower solute concentration than its own, the cell will swell. Some examples for osmosis in everyday life. We all know that freshness of fruits and vegetables depends on the osmotic pressure in the cells. It is for this reason the vegetable vendors keep spraying water on fruits and vegetables. When water is sprayed over them, it keeps them hydrated as water enters the cell wall by osmosis and prevents them from drying out. It also makes them look fresher and more appealing to the customers. Another good example is submerging a wilted piece of lettuce in fresh water. The inside of the lettuce leaf has a higher concentration of solute than the water in which it is submerged. So, water diffuses into the leaf. This makes a wilted piece of lettuce to become rigid again. So, you can revive the lettuce leaves by immersing them in water. You might have also observed that when we make salads and keep them for some time, they lose their characteristic crunchy texture, particularly if salt and sugar is sprinkled well in advance. So, to retain the characteristic texture, it is suggested to add salt or sugar just before serving. Now let's discuss the property of osmosis with reference to its application in food processing and preservation. The process of partial removal of water by osmosis is known and practiced for centuries. The concentrated salt or sugar solution provide hypertonic medium and do not allow microorganisms to multiply. This helps in preservation. Now, the preparation of jams and jellies is an age-old practice which are based on osmosis. Now, some fruits are preserved in sugar syrups. The traditional practice of preparing pickles is also an application of osmosis. Here, the pickle is made from a variety of fruits such as mango, lime, tomato, gooseberry, chilies, garlic, etc. Now, the food item to be pickled is either used as a whole or is cut into pieces. Salt and spices are mixed with it to make pickles. Now, tender mango pickle is a typical example for osmosis. Here, the raw tender mango is used as a whole and is not cut into pieces. It is mixed with salt and kept in airtight container, and after few days water starts oozing out and the mangoes shrink due to the osmotic pressure exerted by strong salt solution. Preserving meats, fish and vegetables using salt. For thousands of years, people have used salt to cure and preserve meat. For instance, the sailing ships that came to the New World carried on board barrels full of cured meat, which fed sailors on the voyage. Brine, that is the concentrated salt solution, was used for preserving fish, olives and vegetables. Even today, some types of canned fish and olives come to the consumer packed in brine. But now, salt curing of meat in brine is largely a thing of past because of refrigeration. Now, foods with higher moisture content like fruits and vegetables have lower shelf life. People have tried various methods to reduce this moisture content by sun drying or by mechanical drying. From last 2 decades, osmosis as a method of drying is becoming popular. Let's understand what is osmotic dehydration of foods. It's removal of water by immersing food in a solution of salt or sugar or both. Water moves from the food to the solution because of difference in osmotic pressure. The process of osmotic dehydration is as follows. The food to be dehydrated is peeled, sliced or cut and is immersed in the osmotic solution, which is a concentrated solution of sugar or salt or both. Water and some of the natural solutes of the food pass into the osmotic solution, while at the same time a certain amount of osmotic solute also enters the food. The rate of water removal is fast in the beginning but slows down as the osmotic pressure difference gradually becomes lesser and lesser. Therefore, water removal by osmosis cannot be carried on for a very long time. It can remove only about 30 to 50% of water. Now, foods with such high moisture content cannot be stored for a long time. Therefore, other methods of preservation have to be combined along with osmotic dehydration. For this reason, the fruit is first blanched, then it is subjected to osmotic dehydration. After this, air drying or vacuum drying completes the process. The product so obtained can be consumed directly or it can be converted into a powder which can be used for making confectionery items. The resulting final product from osmotic dehydration has good sensory properties with respect to appearance, taste, flavor and texture as compared to other methods of drying. Over the years, people have tried different methods, but most of these methods tend to shrink and harden the fruit. The reason is most drying methods such as solar heat are relatively quick and drastic. Osmosis, on the other hand, is slow, moderate process and it resembles to what happens in nature. That's why the product is more natural compared to other methods of drying. That's why osmotically dehydrated products have a better market value. Now, fruits such as apple, banana, cherry, citrus fruits, grapes, mango, papaya, pineapple, etc. have been successfully dehydrated using this method. On an average, you need about 7 to 8 kg of fruit to make 1 kg of fruit bar. So the bulk of transportation is also reduced. Now the nutrients present in 7 to 8 kg of fruits will go into 1 kg fruit bar. Although there is some nutrient loss during processing, they are still a concentrated source of nutrients. Studies have shown that the products can be stored for a period of about 6 months. Now there are some limitations. For example, osmotically dehydrated product is slightly sweeter depending on the osmotic solution used, and there is also a slight reduction in acidity level of the product. But it has a potential to become a nutrient dense, tasty snack. Many of the snacks available in the market are either tasty or healthy, but fruit bar is both a healthy and a tasty snack. There is one more process which is just reverse of osmosis. It is reverse osmosis. It's a separation process that uses pressure to force a solvent from a region of high solute concentration through a membrane to a region of low solute concentration. It retains a solute on one side and allows a pure solvent to pass to the other side. This is done by applying pressure in excess of osmotic pressure. Reverse osmosis is used for desalination of water. In food industry, it is used in concentration of fruit and vegetable juice. In dairy industry, it's used for concentration of milk to reduce shipping volume and also to cut down the transportation cost. In wine industry, it is used for dealcoholization. So, osmosis as a process is not new. We have used it for food preservation for centuries. But the recent advancements, particularly in areas like osmotic dehydration, has created the possibility of improvising on the methods of processing and preservation. In an era where the demand for healthy foods is increasing by leaps and bounds, food processor has to delicately balance between the shelf life and retention of natural sensory properties of foods. In this context, osmosis has opened newer possibilities, and in some cases the technology is available and its commercial potential is yet to be explored. Hope the video was useful for you. If you like the video, like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.